Well, folks, we are back on what very well could be the last island of this run. It's very peaceful, it's very snowy, it's very nice. I'm recording this in the afternoon. It's raining outside. The heat has finally broke, I guess, as of a few days ago. But we're having rain and actual cool nights and stuff now, so that's been better for sure. And yeah, hope you guys had a good week too. Let's start off and let's just see what this island brings us here. So let's think. Let's put our farm out here because we're probably not going to have a ton else that can go out here. Can't go on the ice floe. It's worth noting. Alright, so that's our start. And let's go from here, I guess. This is going to be an uphill climb for sure to if we want to get the next island, but I think, like I said in the last run, it doesn't, I'm not really concerned about it because we will just, we will jump in and start a new run if we have to. So it looks like we're going to have a bit of like a seaweed farm commune out here. Just by the amount of seaweed farms I was handed there. So again, let's get as close to each other as we can, and then we're just going to build out this whole shore with farms, I guess. For now, I'm going to take the extra points by putting one close to this one, and let's, we'll build out from here when we start to lose points. This is going to be an interesting one for sure. Something we learned last time was that when we have these masons nearby each other and near the statue, you can get like quite a nice bonus when you eventually, if and when you eventually get to place a temple. So let's put 2 of them there, and then let's put another one here maybe. As sort of a, we can create like an acceptable zone for our temple. Finally a city pack, that's nice to get. It's going to be a little interesting. I guess I'm going to build from here outwards. I'm going to be cannibalizing the lumber industry we get, which I guess will eventually go on this side. But I'm going to have to just accept that a bit. Maybe I'll try and keep the tree up. But this is really our prime flat area to build a city, so I'm going to have to just live with the fact that, our farm industry might not be as, or not our farm industry, sorry, our logging industry might not be as powerful as it could potentially be, but who cares? I would rather people have homes than trees be cut down. I'm going to take that brave stance on my channel today. So I don't know, I guess I always do talk a little bit about how I'm doing and what's going on. I don't have like a ton to report this week, I guess. Definitely like more tired than I would want to be. Sleeping a lot more. I don't know if that's true for other people as well, but just like, the general, as the sort of pandemic stuff drags on and on, it's, every little issue gets compounded, right? Like, like our Jaina might have like a small ear infection right now. Like one of her ears is red on the inside compared to the other one. And so she's going to the vet on Monday. She's going to get that looked at, and she's going to get her yearly shots. But that, even just something like that, right, that would be so simple otherwise, is something that you have to think about so much more, like the different protocols at the vet and worrying about yourself being safe and not being, not putting yourself in danger at all or putting yourself at risk. Like all those sort of small things, I feel just start to weigh on you more and more as it goes on, and not not necessarily, if you don't necessarily have the clarity of all the rules or what you can and can't do, what you should and shouldn't do, it's just it just makes everything such a point of stress, which is not fantastic, but I think you learn, everybody's learning to live with it a bit as the days turn into weeks and the weeks turn into months, and we start to slowly discover I guess how long this could continue for. But that's pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, that's about the end of my worries, which makes me immensely lucky compared to some people that are really struggling. So my heart is out to those folks, and I can only hope for a swift return to safety for whatever it is that you need, whether it's a job or access to medical care or access to whatever. I hope the best for you. And that, it's a bad transition, talking about people that are struggling and wishing them well, into saying that was a huge lumberjack huge points lumberjack, but I guess at some point I have to make a less than sensitive transition eventually, so. And now I could, maybe let's put one out here. Can I get that? I think I can get that, yeah, I can get that, statue and the mason bonuses without touching that one. So maybe what we'll do with the mansions is kind of do like a corridor here. And then with the house, we'll let the houses take over the beach. I had made not the best decision there, I think. Sort of building in both directions with the mansions, but we'll sort of cease construction on those mansions and then instead allow somewhat of the corridor here to continue. So let's get an 8 there, and then let's tuck this fella up here on the ledge with the oh, there you go. They each can go on there with the town center friend. This fountain is already worth big points to us, so that's a good thing to note. Huts. That's also, I think we're gonna have a decent place for huts up here. Strangely enough, yeah. Already a great hut zone. A hut hike. Maybe what else is there? We're just sort of in the initial building stages here. There's nothing too crazy going on yet, so I'm just thinking about what other topics I can touch on in terms of what I've been up to. I guess this week was like a bit of an experimentation week in terms of videos. The Devolverland video and the Mario Maker video. Mario Maker video was just so cool for me to make, because I think I mentioned it in that video that I've been watching, Mario Maker creators for so long, since the game came out, essentially, and that's 4 years ago. So it was really fun and also kind of intimidating, I guess, to like dip my toes into that water, because I know how good. There's a lot of self-consciousness, I guess, that comes with that, because I know I've watched it for so long. I know what makes a good video for that. And I know how good some of those other players are. So I was definitely extra harsh on myself editing and making that video. For whatever reason. I'm not thrilled about it, I guess. I'm not thrilled that I felt that way, I suppose, is what I want to say. But it was still, despite all of that, it was incredibly fun to do. And I would like to go back and keep doing it, but like I said, there is definitely a bit of like a emotional baggage there for me because of how I concern myself with how much I concern myself with the quality. since, like I said, I'm aware of what's out there when it comes to other Mario YouTubers. Okay, so far so good. Honestly, we're getting a lovely little island here. And I did not expect it to go as smoothly as it was, because it's kind of such an awkward shape. This whole area is very, you know, it's like there's these big rocks here, and they kind of, these big rocks, these corridors, and there's so much water. It's interesting. It's you know what? I'm gonna just slide in here. I was kind of holding out, thinking, well, I'll want another lumberjack in here at some point. I didn't want to just completely wipe out the trees, but you know, it's hard to. Let's go back to back with these huts here. But it's hard when you're because you get so many more houses than you get lumberjacks, right? So you're passing up pretty big points at every turn if that's what you're hoping to get. If you're just holding out for a lumberjack. Speak of the devil. But hey, look at that. Still a big honking 25 points. So not gonna complain about that one, as I'm gonna keep sort of layering my houses in here for big points and working towards a nice profitable spot for a circus. Ooh, 46. The old lumberjack and circus combo. You know, that old pair. And let's take, perhaps we'll take our 38-point fountain, because we have 3 fountains here. And I think we're basically done with the logging industry in here. Gold mine. So that actually, remember, that ended up giving us a ton of points last time. So I'm gonna take it, because I don't see our fishers being especially profitable quite yet. But we will get there. 17. I need a long, thin house, but I'm just gonna not. Let's leave a little opening there. It's like a little walkway to get to the circus. And then let's keep putting. I want to sort of keep connecting these a little bit, because what I'm thinking is something like this, right? If I'm able to reach quite a few. Even 17 is like quite good. Well, we know, so again, we know this is going to go here. There's no other bonuses to be had for that. So let's edge it as close as we can to the city. And then, you know, maybe there's a possibility that we could put this something like here, or yeah, maybe like there when we get a few more mansions in place. I don't know. Something to plan ahead for. I'm holding on to this shaman because I'm kind of thinking I want like maybe a water platform out here to put it on if I get that benefit. Jeez. I think I made this mistake last game too, thinking I was gonna get like such a good score for a resort oasis and then just being completely smacked down. So let's play these huts out. We know where we're gonna put them. 19, and then one on the other side here for hopefully another 19. Sweet little hut city on the platform there. Again, let's keep adding to our little nice housing collective, mansion housing growth out here. Working towards connecting those 2 neighborhoods and building out these houses. So similarly, we're going to get a really good tower. We could do something like this and just go buck wild, right? And get like a 49, 55, 54 point tower, but it may be worth it to sacrifice, you know, like even if I go here and get 41, sacrifice 13 of those points, but then that means with a future tower I can still go here, right, and get 44. rather than going 50 here and then dropping another 30 points with my second tower positioning. That's definitely something to think about. The other thing I know, so these parks get big bonuses near oases, right? So I am thinking about if I can get a plateau, or perhaps a water plateau, and put it somewhere like here, then I would get, you know, maybe a handful, 10, 20 points for it, and then I could start building parks out here towards the city. So that's just another thing that I have in my mind right now, but since we're at it, let's add our first park. And let's add it right in there, why not? 24 points. 19 points. I like both of those, I like that positioning. And it's something that could potentially tie in, like I'm saying, when we do eventually get our water platforms, or even a plateau. Maybe I'll just use that. Let me try it. Let's do what we did before, right? Where we sort of go like, you know, boop, and then let's look. So yeah, 11 points. That's not bad. Honestly, I don't mind it. We're gonna take it. And then we will, so we have a 50-point temple here, which is good. You do like to see that. Let's do it. Let's take that 50-point temple, and with a 50-point temple, and we're 16 minutes in, I think everybody knows what that means when you've got big points and you're around the 15-minute mark. That means we've unlocked Dog O'Clock. I don't have a drink today, so we'll just take a breather and look at her. This is a rare, I'm pointing the right way this time. This is a rare photo of her taken just moments before recording. She was having a nap in our bed, so I walked over to take the photo for it right before I sat down to record. So you're getting like as close as you're gonna get to a live update on Jaina, except for when she walks into the video. So she's being a big sweetie back there, getting her sleep in. What a lovely dog. You have to agree. If you don't agree, then unsubscribe from my channel and never watch another video. Never watch another video anywhere, ever. Not on my channel. Just don't watch a video at all, ever again. The video community at large doesn't want you if you don't love my sweet doggy. The video community of all of us, everyone that's ever made a video. Let's finally take our fishers here. I really like how this is, I feel like I say this every time, like, oh, I'm so surprised with how nice it's shaping up, but it really does. This game really does have a way of the aesthetic is just so tight, I think. It's such a good, well thought out sort of, the look is so cohesive. And I always appreciate that. I guess it's just things come together. The palettes always match in a really nice way. Somebody did like so much color theory work on this game, and it's like astounding. It makes me really happy because it truly makes it so that like every game I'm in, I end up in awe of just, you know, what everything ends up looking like and how beautifully it all goes together. So we do have another plateau, but I don't really want to just throw that one. Don't really just want to throw, like, I want one out here for a shaman to live on, but I'm not sure that that's really the best place or the best use of one. I'd rather be able to, what am I saying here? I would rather use a water platform because they're lower value overall, to get a shaman out there, whereas a plateau has some good uses for other purposes, like a market or, you know, such things. Lovely little lake. Where would we want a lake? Right in here? A little waterfront lake. Yeah, let's do it. Little waterfront lake. And again, we're going to continue. We're going to take a design lesson from a couple islands ago, I think, and build this path. Try to build this path to the city in a nice way. 8 points is nothing to sneeze at. Let's take it. And again, we've got a beautiful lake we can add to the trail here. 15 points. And now we're getting back into big point territory. 10 there. And then a connection for 4. Not ideal, but hey, that is ideal, what we've created. So I'm very, very happy with that. So let's do what we talked about before. Let's take slight hit. Instead of going for a 69-point tower, we will instead go for a 50-point tower over here, which will then open up for us, the ability to still have a 50-point tower on that side at some point here because of the reach. So 49, 55. Yeah, let's take the 49 in here, I guess. Or hold on. We can wait. Again, yeah, see, just getting up more houses is already, that'll push it over 50, right? Yeah, that's our 50. Great. 50 even. Beautiful. Another seaweed farm, so we can continue to do this now, build out towards our other farms. We still have a plateau. We have a warehouse. This I'm really not sure what to do with. 20 points isn't bad. 18, 20. I mean, what about something in here? 19, 23. Yeah, this doesn't feel great again because I think this is a second or third time in a row we haven't had a super well distinguished industrial zone, I guess, which is where these really thrive, being right up against, a ton of different farms or breweries or whatever. So that's something to keep in mind. We have a nice fountain here. We haven't really been using them. A 34-point fountain there is quite the catch. Let's maybe take that one. Unless there's something I'm missing. 33, 37 up there for some reason. Let's take it. I mean, why not? That's a nice spot. That's a nice spot for one. Got another park. Maybe that's a good park area too. Yeah, 16, 17, 16. Do we still have, we do have some room out here, but those aren't quite as high value. Let's take that, let's see if we can take that 17. Why not? Add some lovely little trees and a fountain to that neighborhood. Market, okay. So this gets a big boost for warehouses. That is definitely something to keep in mind. 50 points if you put it out on the beach there. This is, again, something that I'm hesitant to do because if I get a wall platform and I can put it there, it's going to be huge. So maybe that's what we plan in advance. We try to get a wall platform and stick it make it above the city, elevators sort of from each neighborhood would take you up to the market. I think that's a really cool idea. Because that would also then open up, I could put this here for 26, which is quite good. Keep the trees up. Tuck this in right against this mason. Now they almost look like one unit. And it's perfectly in range still for when we want a wall platform. Brewery or walls? Let's take the brewery for now. Give us more seaweeds, which is always good. 9, 10 points there, but I'm gonna keep building along the coast there. 9 again, 10 11 if I do that. So let's keep that one like that. More mansions that we can sort of sneak in. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's a perfect spot for one. All right, the neighborhoods are being connected. Again, I love that. That's another one we took from last level. Putting a park and then having housing on each side of it is such a cute idea. We might even be able to do something like that. with a plateau. I guess not, but okay, more huts. We can add to the hut town up here. We're taking a little bit of a points hit. Oh, no, we don't have to. 20. How would we, should these huts be mouth to mouth? I don't know what the answer is. They can't really be back to back anymore. Oh, but it can go here. Yeah, let's do that then, and then go mouth to mouth. So it's like a little corridor here. I don't mind that at all. Now we have our brewery. Ooh, that's actually very nice. I did not really realize. Can I get... Ooh, I can get all of them there. And that's a lovely place for it too, right on that beach. So I may honestly take the plateau out here, is what I'm thinking, and then like do this basically. 6, 7, 8 points. And then I can stick a shaman out here for 17. That's pretty nice. I like that idea. That gets us our next little package here too. Tavern is big. Ooh, more houses. You like to see that because we've been... I feel like we've kind of been lacking in housing. We've got a lot of mansions on this level, but not a ton of houses. Ooh, there we go. 33 tavern. I don't think that's going to get any better because it has, I think, quite literally every house encompassed in it. Yeah, so 33. That's a great one to have. We got another warehouse. Not sure that we have somewhere. Ooh, getting that over here. Yeah, that's going to be the spot because again, we're sort of prepping to be able to get that market within range. So let's take a 13 out here, I think. Which is not, you know, incredible, but we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it to hopefully be able to do something bigger later. So again, here, let's take this for 13, and then that opens us up for another big shaman, 21 points. Getting their own. I don't know if I've ever catered to the shaman community like this, giving them their own plateaus out on the water. I mean, I don't mind it. It's funny. It's very funny though. Do these get bonuses for warehouses? They do. So that's another thing to keep in mind here. Wow, they even get a bonus for the... Wow, okay. All right. I mean, I'm learning new things about this game every time I play. That's super cool. That you get... I didn't really know that... Well, one, I didn't know that shamans got a bonus for seaweed farms, but two, I didn't know that the reverse was also true. 8, 7. Let's take the 7 and close up that corridor a little bit in a nice way. Yeah, more parks in there. I mean, take away that tree, but we get to put an awesome lake on that trail and still a 10 point. Nothing to sneeze at with a 10 pointer over there. Ooh, and that's perfect too. A 15 point right along the lake, or right along the beach. We do have fountains here that we really haven't used. Ooh, that was looking pretty. 22, 33. Yeah, I love that 33 there, right on the sort of, again, it becomes a part of this larger thing, this larger park. I think a fountain over here would probably do well too. 22, 28, yeah, 28. Hard to complain there. Being able to get one somewhere in here would be huge as well, but let's take the 28 because that's a good chunk of points, and let's save this one for perhaps another opportunity here. So 21 points, continuing to make this beautiful little hut neighborhood. Wall platforms, not yet. Let's take our walls, because again, I think we're starting to sort of reach the edge of what you would call like the boundaries, I guess, of our of our city. There we go, that's a nice 15 points there. What can I get like around here? Can I get anything if I come in 6, 13? Yeah, I think that's our spot. Tucked in right there in the cove with the seaweed farms. You get to, like, when you go fishing, you get to sort of breeze out through the farms. More houses for the coast, or let's put one here. I like that 15. Got another circus. Put it on top of the mountain. I don't know that this circus is going to give me much because I am kind of cramped. You know, it wasn't probably not the most optimal layout. What can we get for 30 if we put it there? And we were also talking about putting it somewhere 30, 35, 40, 45. $45 is strong, to say the least. Oop, there it is. So it didn't quite work out, the idea I had of putting it up with that other gold mine, but 52 up on its own little rock here. I like that story. I like the story of that placement too. You know, you've got the masons right there bringing stuff into them, and you get to go up the mountain and have a nice view and look at the jewelry. Oh, I really want a wall platform. That is what I'm begging for, a wall platform at this point, so that I can do something cool with my market. Is the dream. Another lumberjack. Hey, you know, they still have spots out here. 14 on the coast. 15 if we get in a little tighter to its friend there. Yeah, let's take that. Off the beaten path, you can go and see the lumberjacks. Brickyards love masons, warehouses, sand pits. Okay, well, if you love masons, I've got the spot for you, and it's up here. 24 points. 27 if I go in here? Is that what it was saying? 27 if I take a little... Yeah, go on the edge there, right? Look at these. See? All these awesome little... these awesome, like, stoneworks places together up on the hill. I like that a lot. Super cool. Balloon. What can we do with a balloon? 40-point balloon. Yeah, right over this path. That's kind of... I love that. Coming out of this rock, it's like completely independent. It's not straight out of the circus or other places like before. It's just a lovely thing to see on your walk. Another resort oasis. I have no idea where I would put this. I guess I could kind of cram it in there, but that's something for later. Whew, this is tough. For sure, this is tough. We're already feeling kind of low on where to place things. A 19-point wall up on that. Yeah, those are good places. A 19 and an 18, and you know, they're very decorative and kind of out of the way too. Ooh, I think I know where I want this to go. 92, wow. 92, and that's not getting the temple, jeez. 63. I have a lot of stuff here. 92, huh? Let's gather ourselves here. We have a lot of things in our inventory to think about. Let's start removing a few of them here. So we've got another seaweed farm that can go here for a big 16. We've got another lumberjack that we can maybe find a nice home for, 5, or maybe not. 8. Yeah, 8 is probably our best, and you know, the lumberjack friends here. Let's take that. Let's take the 8. Let's look at our wall again. We only have one more. So where's like a nice decorative spot we could put a wall, but that will also collect us a lot. 17 is quite nice along that path. let's look again. Let's make sure we're looking sort of. You want to look, yeah, like in these very narrow places like that. Look at that, because they don't really fit anywhere. Walls are kind of like your sneaky. They're such sneaky points because they fit in really awesome areas like that, and they get a ton of points for just like touching the most things it possibly can, essentially on each side. So 8, 10, ooh, 17 point house right up there. Yeah. Does that open us up for a 100 point? No bonus yet. What is it getting bonuses for? Parks, a lot for parks, the statue, the city center. Let's maybe see, can we add in another like high value lake somewhere in here that it would get points, big points for? Very selfishly, I kind of just want to put in another 100 point building. There it is. Look at those points coming. Nom 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 nom. Delicious points. Water plateau. So that's what I was waiting for forever out here. I really wanted to place them for the shamans. Ooh, look at that. What's this? 16, 13, 14, 20 points here. Oh, that's perfect because it gives us, you know, we used to just use them basically as land, as little land masses for the fishers. I do really like the idea of getting... Do these really work together like that? Wow, they do. Okay. Nice. Look at those. We've expanded the resort. That's gorgeous. 30 points for 2 parks there. Two beautiful... Ooh, here we go. Alright, folks. This is what we've been waiting for a while now. Is that 120 points? 122 points. I wish I hadn't dabbed for the last one because this one's better, but you know, we will do something special for this anyways. Oh, delicious points. Bring back Jaina for a little bit because of that. 122 points. Now that is something worth looking at my dog for. Alright, let's jump right back into it here. Look at this just lined up inventory. We have a lot we can do here. 9, 10 points. Yeah, let's keep building on the coast there with 10 points. I mean, these mansions here, we've certainly got places to put them. 11 is good. How much is something over here at this point? 7. Okay, let's tuck it in there, fill some space, and get 11. So putting that tower there, again, that was a setup for the fact that now we're open to having a tower here, right? We could do, so again, you get like 2 big 50-point towers instead of getting 1 huge one, but it's also looking like I might just take a 1 huge one too, because if I put 1 here, that actually still leaves me open for a 50 over here. I'm gonna do it. Dare I? I dare. Yeah, because look, you can see the edge of that bubble. It does not quite touch the monument there. And that is exactly where we would want to put our 3rd tower. So let's take the big honking 72-point tower there. This can, wow, get 26 points out here. Yeah, perfect. 26, why not? I love that. That's our last, the mill will be our last pack here. Again, I guess we're just going to do more mansions because we're not, for whatever reason, we're not really getting houses this game. We're getting like 3 to 1 basically, or 2 to 1 mansions to houses, it feels like, but that's fine with me. We can build around that. Lumberjack, something I didn't really care to see right now. Just not really any good spots for them anymore. Like I said, I sort of knew I was gonna. Oh, well, we could tuck one in there. 4 points. 4 points. 4 points. Going. Anybody gonna beat 4? -5. -5. -6. Nope, that's not better than 4. We got 2. We got up here. We got -4. Out here we got 0, 0, 1, 3, 3, 3. Nothing. Going for 4. Tucked right in on the coast, all on their own. 4 points. Gone. Gone to the 4-point lumberjack out on the coast. All right, what else do we have here? I mean, this can kind of certainly become a little agriculture hub in here. 31 points. Hard to top that. Yeah, let's take it. 31 right in here. Where was it there? Beautiful. Interesting how the game is not giving me any fields. That's kind of odd to me, but hey, I don't mind. Okay, so we've got another fountain here. 21, 43, wow. Yep, we're gonna take that while we're thinking about it. That's certainly a good one to hold on to. Holy moly, we've got buildings to place, folks. Wowzers. I mean, I'm thrilled. This game, I was deeply worried that this was going to be a game that was like, 10 minutes long. Because I had such a struggle last game moving forward. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, 5. I'm thinking in here, this 18, sort of using this warehouse to permanently, like, solidify that this is going to be a little industrial area is good. 15 points to stick a brickworks out there, but 23, again, because of the warehouse, because we've done such a good job delineating districts, we kind of have just, like, good points. Good points to put things everywhere. 16. Tuck that right in there for 16, 17 if I just edge that way a little bit. Again, look at this. See, like we're connecting with so many things, making these beautiful paths. And then out here we've got just again a 14 point seaweed farm. Gorgeous. Another brewery. Don't know what we're gonna do about that. Can we put it like... Yeah, sure. 13? Hold on, let me look around a little bit first, but 7, yeah, nothing. Doesn't really get the benefits that parks get huge benefits from being near a brewery and their fields, but I don't think the brewery quite gets the same. So let's put this out here. Give the shaman something they can do. They do the brewing. They do the brewing. Again, so we've got this 20 point. And again, ideally, like, we could take a little... Like, what if we took a platform here and then put a circus on it? Wow. 47 point circus. This may end up being like our first real layered city of layers. Let's use these parks to make, again, we can make just gorgeous little lake connections here. 12 points in there. Where can I? Anywhere else? 12, 14 over here. That's a nice spot for one. Let's take that for a lake. And then we'll take this other one and use it to finalize this connection here, 14. Add some more parks maybe underneath here. Yeah, 9, that's a nice spot. Let's keep that in mind. So something else, I mean, we still have huge market potential. Huge market potential here. That might just be the ticket. Cap off this mountain with a wall plateau, and then put this up here for 57. That's not even as good. Let's take that back. Maybe we put it here. $79. Yeah, wow. So we're really building like this layered city for a first time in a long time. That's so cool. More housing. Yeah, I mean, we have an incredible place to put housing. 26-point houses out here. I mean, this shaman, we could... Yeah, let's find them a spot over here, maybe. We've got water plateaus to spare. This one can be out here running the fishery. 15 points. That's great. God, look at these packs. We've got packs for days, folks. We're gonna be here all night. Let's just keep adding. I kind of just love the idea of like lushing out this sort of... This path is so... making this path look so cool, and... I mean, it really is a nice place to put everything. I'm gonna take a couple of these. I know it's a little bit of a point hit, but I want to beautify this harbor a little tiny bit. Because I want to think... because this is a layered city, I want to think about like the people that live... tragically, that live below the circus. But give them a nice place to be too. Can we wiggle strats this to the edge? I don't think so. 19, that's something to keep in mind, but I mean out here we still have just so many points by tucking in right against these sort of this beautiful neighborhood we've developed here. 22, 19, 21. Getting some more houses here. Mansions again, 10 points out here, 10, 11 points. Can I squeak one into this area again? What does that get us? 5, 7. Yeah, I guess we're gonna take this 11 here. Seems like the play. Again, finishing out that cute little neighborhood. People that work on the farm and the brickyard and the warehouse. We have... I mean, we could do like a... How deep in? Like if I put a water plateau, that's not going to do it, but... let's give that, you know what, let's give that water plateau there to here because it looks great. It gives, you know, like an area, kind of a bridge between the two sites. Like I like this. So that's the one I was looking for. So what I was thinking was a market like here that again just doesn't quite touch there, but can effectively touch the whole city right off the coast here. Yeah, 46 points. I'll take that any day. This late in the game, a 46 point. Ooh, maybe actually, before we do that, let's investigate going out here. Okay, well that's slightly too much, but like there, a little farther out. A little far, there you go. Yeah, 56, wow. Again, I'll take that anytime and give this area sort of its own market fishery zone. More windmills that I don't know what to do with. Oh, 20 is nice, and that adds some decoration in this corridor. Yeah, let's take it 20. Again, like these... At this point, the windmills are... because we're not getting fields to go with them, they are definitely more for decoration than for anything else. 12. What was I getting out here? 15, yeah. Let's add one here. And we've unlocked the next island against all odds. I truly did not think it would happen, but I mean, here we are. So if we get another market, I mean, we know we can put one somewhere like here, and it'll do well for us. 40 whatever points it was. But I guess let's just keep building out this dock then, maybe. Jeez, people, we don't know. I've just got points everywhere I look now, these days. Big 14 out there. 10, 11 still getting 10 and 11 for seaweed, 16 for a seaweed farm there. Unheard of. And then again, we still have space to build. We're getting 19, 20 points out here for housing. For housing of all things, it's giving us 20 points this late in the game. I can't believe it. 14 points. Can I wiggle? I haven't really done wiggle strats at all this game. Much to the chagrin, I'm sure, of many of the dedicated Islanders followers. 25 points. Everything is just unrivaled in points. I don't know what to do. I mean, another city center? Yeah, 32 points if we build a city center out on this edge. 27. 4, 12, no. I mean, that's not really anything to write home about. Jeez, 17 out here, huh? I mean, what does that mean, though? Does that mean something, another jewelry, too? I didn't even realize that we had another one of these available. That it would be prime for a wall plateau if we could get one. 11 points. So have we finally lost our? Have we lost our huge point huts? Maybe a little bit. They used to be 20 up there, but I think now we've added one too many little. Oh, still 16 if you go over here. Yeah, back to back now. Again, 16, 18. More housing to shore up this neighborhood. 18 points there. I think I might take the windmill up on top here because it looks great, and it's 15 points. 2 more city centers. A brickyard. I think we had a couple of places that worked really well for these. 15 still, 20 if we get in there. Yeah, let's take that 20 again. Walls. Yeah, let's do a couple of walls maybe. We can do some high value walls now, I bet, because we've really been smushing things in. Yeah, see, like these are the ridges you have to look for when you're placing walls, because nothing else is going to fit in here, you know. 17 points, 20 points for walls that you can just sort of sneaky snake them into there. It's 13, but it finishes the row so nicely that I'm going to take it. Do I get room? Oh, I do, and I get, there you go, wiggle. I get to wiggle one in. We can all be happy about it. 9 points if I can build there. 0, 1, jeez. I'm really thinking, so I get 32 if I'm there, but I get 27 still if I do like a, or 28 even. I'm kind of thinking ahead to having a market. So I'm gonna take slightly less by going here, but not encroaching onto this. Because then again, if I get another market, I can put it there, and I know it's going to do well for me over here, and if I can add more over here, then great. Again, it's just going to be, it's all going to be bonus at this point. Like I said, we have long unlocked our next island at this point, so we're really just in the process of closing it down. But we just keep getting so many points for everything that we place that we can't close it down. The game won't let us close it down, and I don't mind, because we're having a good time here. I'm having fun, and I'm making a gorgeous island. What more could you want? Huh? Let's look in here and see if there's any big value park places that we've missed. I don't think so, though, because we're really quite squooshed up together in there now. So let's take some of these. We can make nice little paths out here too. Perhaps another few, maybe there's a few sneaky decorative walls we can put into place here. Yeah, 20. I don't mind removing some of these trees at this point. We basically know we're done with the logging industry, so let's, we've planted so many trees when we're talking about those, all the parks and everything, that we can remove the ones that the logging industry wants. Because ideally, I just don't want a logging industry, really. I prefer to let the logs be. It's another big 16-pointer. Wow. Okay, so tower. It's noted on the tower there. Because we have a lot of 12, 15, well, it's still hugely profitable for us to be putting houses out here on the, with the parks and the, I thought I saw 16 there for a second, but maybe I was just seeing 6. Yeah. Can I slip one on this, I was thinking maybe I could get one on the back of there, but I like instead taking an 8. There we go. See, that's what I was thinking. If I got a thinner one, I could put it there. So again, we've done sort of the tower. We've set it up so that we can get a tower triangle a little bit. It's pretty wild that you can see even with getting 30 knocked out, you can get a 74 there. That's got to be a winning spot, I think. Again, this late in the game, a 74 is... Oh, I saw 71, 74 again, yeah. I think that's going to be our spot. Let's see, 53, 54, even with a minus 30 is pretty wild. So this is our spot for sure. Take the 74, and you get to put a nice, beautiful tower in there right next to the market. It unlocks the next pack for us. That gives us another tower. A 58 we can put out here. Maybe we can creep in a bit. 58, but what was, again, like, yeah, 54, 53, even with taking the negative out here, you can still get huge points because it just gets a bonus for so many things. It's so wildly beneficial. Okay, well, let's continue here. We've got a little teensy house. Can squeeze that in there. Got our logging friends that we know, 4 points here. We can put one, can squeeze one out on this dock. Get this little small industry out here along the water. Another house we can place, probably best for us in here with our parks, 15. I did still want to keep expanding this area. Let's do that. Let's give it a little bit of a cohesive, branching out towards the water. +5 on that park. I'll take it. I like that spot. And again, it's, you know, I'm about making cohesion right now, making something that looks, trying to add nice touches to this because we've got our island unlocked. We have thoroughly built a lovely little society on this island, so it's all about finding, you know, making the area better livable, I guess. Parks and these beautiful decorative walls here. Let's slip that in for a 14. Do we still have room, say? No, nothing there near the temple. I like the 14 there. Kind of creating a beach, a bit of a directed beach. Maybe something out here, I don't know. The resorts, I don't think love them, as they probably wouldn't. Ooh, that's nice. Let's take that. Nice little touch out here to that path. I did not take that 58 yet, did I? Because I wanted to see if I could squeeze anything else in. Which evidently I did, because we can just take a 62 pointer there. Great. That's perfect. Again, here I was, I mean, this whole time thinking, like, you know, there's just no way that it's going to continue, right? But it did. It was able to continue. I thought surely, with how razor thin our margins were on the last island, I was completely convinced that this was going to be sort of our final hurrah. But we've got another full island at least, and I feel so glad about that I get to keep going for you guys. More housing. So the other thing is, we know that our housing does really well for us up here. Up with that circus. 2 more walls, another brickyard. I think probably we're more profitable over here now with the brickyard. 16, 7, 9, yeah. Too much of a negative over there. Take the 16 up on the hill. We never really found a place for this. That is kind of a shame. Ooh, you know what? Let's take that back for a second, because I was going to say that position may have been one of our last good ones for this jewelry store. I was hoping to get another wall plateau, but it didn't give me one. I was really thinking that being able to overhang it like right here would be the ideal move, and I still think it is. Maybe we'll give that one more chance. So we'll take the, ooh, that's a 20 over a 6. So yeah, we can take this spot, keep this one open if we want it, and then move along from there. Again, so I put this plateau out here in preparation for a shaman one day, and we got one. So 15 out here to look after the fisher. Is that unlocked? Nope, not quite. We're really down to the wire here. Last couple of placements. We're gonna get at least one more pack though, so cross your fingers for a wall plateau. That would be the final lovely little touch to get a wall plateau here. This is not a terrible place for a wall. 7. Ooh, what was that? Okay, this is a very sneaky little spot for one. Okay. Can barely even see it in there, but 23 points is 23 points. No wall plateau, but we got some more housing. We can sort of, again, like close up these, put little finishing touches on these neighborhoods. Maybe I can give a little, I need to give a little house to this, if I can. Maybe there's no room though. Oh no. There's no room. Maybe here? No, can't quite reach. Alright, and then this hut will perfectly finish out the symmetry of our hut town. Up on the hill. Got a couple of little lakes we can add into the world. Let's add one on the water here maybe. Yeah, let's add one there. Let's put another one in here with them. Again, we'll put this there to enjoy the park. And can we maybe... Don't think there's really any room to sneak in a little sneaky in there. I don't think we don't have space left for sneakies anymore. No more space for sneakies. So let's I guess one here is nice. You know, kind of gives it the look of a sweet little finished area. Very fun. I mean, I could cap this off with a big wall there, but I mean, I'm never gonna get there on points anyways, and I like how that neighborhood looks so much. So let's do that. Let's make a little. Maybe this could be like a, I don't know. The way it looks, it's like a neat little. Could be a facility for something. I don't know. Maybe trades training. That could be like a college or something. It almost looks like a campus. And we have this final store, which I think, unless I can see some way to like just slip it into these kind of zones, I don't think I'm gonna find the big bonus I want. You know, minus 60 is always fun, but yeah, let's put it up here. I guess get a nice little 9 points. Close out the game. That's wow. That was a big one. I didn't expect it to be this big, but holy moly. That's a big, beautiful island. Again, this whole, like, this just became such a beautiful, like, agricultural growing sort of co-op compound out here. It's so nice. And then you talked about this campus here. The temple ended up in a really nice spot. The way that these neighborhoods sort of naturally spread down this this like chasm, and then we had our beautiful symmetrical hut neighborhood, our rock industries taking on the top of the mountains around these, you know, these areas that have nice, you know, nice parks in them, and monuments, towers, markets readily available. And then again, another little one springing up out here with the with some extra industry that got overgrown a little bit, but and then these beautiful parks on parks and resorts, and wow, yeah, I'm really happy with this sort of this leveling, sort of adding levels to the city. This is really one of the first times we've done it with a lot of success, so that's very cool to see. This is definitely one of the most dense neighborhoods I would say we've made in a long time. And I think as far as where I would want to live, I think it's over here, honestly, right out on this sort of peak. You have, you know, I'm assuming we would build some stairs or something to let you come up to the circus and the market, and then maybe on the other side back down. But, you know, being out here, you could own a little boat and come out around the edge and go around through this strait and through around the resorts and the market here. You know, enjoy all this whole park area on the edge. Whereas when you actually live in it, I think maybe, you know, you'd have so much foot traffic. You might want to take a spot out here with less, you know, this is basically who would be going out here unless you live in this neighborhood, right? So I guess there's a nice beach too. So anyway, that's something to think about. I mean, that was so much fun to build. It went, again, so much better than expected, and now we have another whole new island to look at. So if you don't mind, let's take a peek together at this next island, say goodbye. Oh wait, hold on, forgot about these folks. these good, hard-working folks out here doing the lumber work and the sawmill. Just had to check in on them before we went, because I like their moxie out there. They're kind of the only isolated people in this whole area, because it's just, look at how it became so tightly packed. But I do like that we made room for areas, parks. You can see little parks speckled all through the neighborhoods, and it's really nice. Okay, that's it. I think that's that. Now we can say our goodbye. Salute to this island. I hope you live well and prosperously. Let's look at our next project. So again, that'll about wrap it up. A little longer than I was expecting, but so great to just sit down and record and relax and chat with you guys. So hope you had a good time. And again, very fitting, we've got this raining island as I'm looking up over the monitor and seeing a gray, rainy day outside. This is a super calm, super peaceful island. I can't say enough about how much I enjoy this game. It's so relaxing, and I get to share it with you guys in a really low stress way. You know, I just sit down, I chat, I record, and then I upload it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and hope you enjoyed it. And this lovely little these rainy mesas. Would you call them mesas? I don't know. I'm not a geologist, but these lovely rock formations, these rock pillars, we're gonna build an island here. So when we do, we'll do that next week, and I'll see you then.